Did you know that the spirit of the Old West still rides with us today? From our music to our movies and even our fashion, the Wild West has left an indelible mark on American culture. It's more than just Stetsons and six-shooters, folks. It's about grit, determination, and carving your own path. Join me and we'll explore the dusty trails of history and see how the cowboys and pioneers of a bygone era still influence who we are today. We'll wrangle up the stories, the myths, and the legends that shaped the nation. Let's saddle up and explore how the Old West shaped America as we know it today. You know, when most folks think about cowboys, they picture a grizzled fella in a 10-gallon hat, riding off into the sunset. That iconic image has been romanticized in countless movies and stories, capturing the imagination of generations. And yeah, there's some truth to that image. Cowboys were indeed rugged individuals, often seen against the backdrop of a setting sun, symbolizing the end of a hard day's work. But the real spirit of the cowboy, the thing that makes it more than just a costume, is hard work and independence. It's about the relentless drive to keep going, no matter the obstacles. Think about it. Out on the range, there were no safety nets, no HR departments, no one to bail you out when the going got tough. You were on your own, facing the elements and the challenges head-on. You relied on yourself, your skills, and your grit to get the job done. Every task, no matter how small, required a level of self-reliance and determination that is truly admirable. And that, my friends, is a spirit that's more relevant today than ever. In our fast-paced modern world, the essence of self-reliance and hard work is something we can all learn from. We live in a world where everyone's looking for a handout, a shortcut, an easy way out. It's a stark contrast to the cowboy's way of life, where nothing was handed to you on a silver platter. But the cowboy spirit, that's about rolling up your sleeves, getting your hands dirty, and building something for yourself. It's about taking pride in your work and knowing that your efforts will pay off in the end. It's about taking risks, learning from your mistakes, and never giving up on your dreams. The cowboy spirit teaches us that perseverance and resilience are key to overcoming any challenge. It's the rancher in Montana, working from dawn till dusk to keep his herd healthy and his family fed. His dedication and hard work are a testament to the enduring cowboy spirit. It's the entrepreneur, burning the midnight oil to get her business off the ground. Her determination and drive are modern-day examples of that same spirit. It's the single mom, working 2 jobs to give her kids a better life. Her strength and perseverance embody the true essence of self-reliance. That's the cowboy spirit, alive and well. It's not just about the past, it's about the present and the future, inspiring us to be our best selves. And it's a spirit we could all use a little more of these days. In times of uncertainty and change, the cowboy spirit reminds us to stay strong and keep pushing forward. It's about looking at a challenge and saying, bring it on. It's about facing adversity with courage and confidence, knowing that you have the strength to overcome it. It's about knowing that nothing in life worth having comes easy, but with enough hard work and determination, anything is possible. The cowboy spirit teaches us that the journey is just as important as the destination. So the next time you're facing a tough job, remember those cowboys out on the range. Remember their grit, their determination, their unwavering belief in themselves. Remember their grit, their determination, their unwavering belief in themselves. They faced countless challenges and never backed down. And remember, you've got a little bit of that cowboy spirit in you too. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it guide you through life's toughest moments. You ever hear the saying, "Go west, young man"? It's a phrase that's practically synonymous with the American dream. Back in the day, the West represented opportunity, a chance to start fresh, to build a life for yourself free from the constraints of the old world. It was a wild and untamed land, full of danger and hardship, but also full of promise. People packed up their lives, loaded up their wagons, and set out into the unknown, driven by the belief that a better life awaited them. They were pioneers, risk-takers, dreamers, willing to face any obstacle for a shot at something better. The journey was grueling, the challenges immense, but the hope of a new beginning kept them going. Fast forward to today, and that spirit is still alive and well. It's the entrepreneur, quitting her day job to pursue her passion. It's the immigrant, arriving on our shores with nothing but a suitcase and a dream. It's the kid from a small town, working his tail off to make it to the big city. The frontier might look different now, but the dream remains the same, the opportunity to create your own destiny. It's about the freedom to chart your own course, to take risks, and to chase your dreams, no matter how big or small. The American dream isn't about handouts. It's about the opportunity to work hard and reap the rewards. It's about the belief that anyone, regardless of where they come from or what they look like, can achieve success if they're willing to put in the effort. The frontier might be settled, but the spirit of the pioneers lives on in the hearts of those who dare to dream big and work tirelessly to make those dreams a reality. It's a reminder that the American dream is still within reach, as long as we're willing to saddle up and ride for it. The journey may be different, the challenges may have evolved, but the essence remains unchanged. So, whether you're an entrepreneur, an immigrant, or a small-town kid with big dreams, remember that the American dream is about the relentless pursuit of a better life. It's about resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief that you can make it, no matter the odds. The American dream is not just a relic of the past, it's a living, breathing testament to the power of hope and hard work. It's a call to action for anyone willing to take the leap and chase their dreams. So saddle up, take the reins, and ride towards your dreams. The American dream is out there, waiting for those brave enough to chase it. It's about the freedom to chart your own course, to take risks, and to chase your dreams, no matter how big or small. The American dream isn't about handouts, it's about the opportunity to work hard and reap the rewards. It's about the belief that anyone, regardless of where they come from or what they look like, can achieve success if they're willing to put in the effort. So, yeah, the frontier might be settled, but the spirit of the pioneers lives on in the hearts of those who dare to dream big and work tirelessly to make those dreams a reality. It's a reminder that the American dream is still within reach, as long as we're willing to saddle up and ride for it. Chapter 3. How the West Was Won, the Big Screen. Let's be honest, folks, who doesn't love a good Western? The sweeping landscapes, the dusty saloons, the high noon showdowns, it's a genre that's captured the imaginations of generations. But it's more than just entertainment. Westerns reflect our fascination with a time when life was simpler, even if more dangerous. They tap into our yearning for adventure, for freedom, for a time when right and wrong seemed clearer. Think about the icons of the genre: John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, Gary Cooper. These guys weren't just actors, they were symbols of rugged individualism, of standing up for what you believe in, even when the odds are stacked against you. And those themes, they resonate with us today just as much as they did back then. We see it in the enduring popularity of Western movies and TV shows, from classics like The Searchers to modern takes like Yellowstone. These stories remind us of the values that built this country: hard work, self-reliance, and a commitment to justice. They show us that even in a world that's increasingly complex, there's still a place for those core principles. So the next time you're flipping through the channels and you stumble across a good Western, don't just dismiss it as a relic of the past. Take a moment to appreciate the stories they tell, the values they represent, and the way they continue to shape our understanding of what it means to be an American. Chapter 4. Boot Up, From the Range to the Runway. You know, it's funny how fashion works. What starts as a practical necessity can become a cultural icon. Take cowboy boots, for example. They weren't designed to make a fashion statement. They were built for hard work, for riding horses, for navigating rough terrain. But somewhere along the way, those sturdy boots with their pointed toes and underslung heels became synonymous with a certain kind of rugged individualism. They became a symbol of the American West, of freedom, of adventure. And it's not just boots. Denim jeans, cowboy hats, leather jackets, these staples of Western wear have found their way into wardrobes across the globe. From ranchers to rock stars, everyone from your neighbor to high-fashion runways has embraced the look. What is it about Western fashion that continues to resonate? Maybe it's the timeless appeal of rugged simplicity. Maybe it's the association with a bygone era of adventure and self-reliance. Or maybe it's just that a good pair of boots and a well-worn denim jacket never go out of style. Whatever the reason, there's no denying the enduring influence of Western fashion. It's a testament to the enduring appeal of the American West and the values it represents. So next time you pull on your favorite pair of jeans or lace up your boots, remember, you're not just getting dressed, you're tapping into a legacy of rugged individualism and timeless style.
North and South, Medley.
Chapter 5. Laying Down the Law, Justice, Old West Style. Now let's talk about Law and Order, Old West Style. Picture this: dusty streets, a lone sheriff standing against a gang of outlaws. The tension in the air is palpable, the stakes are high, and the outcome is uncertain. This was the reality for many towns in the Old West, where lawmen had to be both brave and cunning to maintain order. It's a classic trope, sure, but it speaks to something fundamental about the American spirit, a deep-seated belief in justice and personal freedom. These stories, though often romanticized, reflect the values that many held dear. The idea that one person standing firm could make a difference was a powerful narrative that resonated deeply. Out on the frontier, where folks lived miles from the nearest lawman, people had to rely on themselves to protect their property and their families. It was a harsh and unforgiving environment, where survival often depended on one's own resourcefulness and determination. Communities were tight-knit, and neighbors looked out for one another, knowing that help was often far away. It was a time when a man's word was his bond, and disputes were often settled with a firm handshake, or well, let's just say things could get a little more persuasive. Honor and reputation were everything, and a man's character was judged by his actions. In many ways, this code of conduct helped to maintain a semblance of order in an otherwise lawless land. But even in the Wild West, there was a code, a sense of right and wrong. This unwritten code was respected by most, and those who broke it often found themselves facing swift and harsh justice. Saloons, poker games, and street patrols were all part of the daily life, but underlying it all was a shared understanding of what was acceptable and what was not. Think about those legendary lawmen, Wyatt Earp, Wild Bill Hickok, Bass Reeves. These men became symbols of justice and bravery, their stories passed down through generations. They were more than just enforcers of the law. They were icons of a time when the line between right and wrong was often blurred, but the need for justice was always clear. They were more than just gunslingers. They represented order in a chaotic world. Their presence brought a sense of stability and hope to the communities they served. Courtrooms, badges, and the restoration of order were all part of their legacy, a testament to their commitment to upholding the law. And on the flip side, you had the outlaws, folks like Jesse James and Billy the Kid. These figures, though often romanticized, were a stark reminder of the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Their stories, filled with daring escapades and notorious deeds, captured the imagination of many, highlighting the constant struggle between law and lawlessness. Now, I'm not condoning their actions, but their stories, even the romanticized versions, speak to our fascination with rebellion, with living life on your own terms. The allure of the outlaw lifestyle, with its promise of freedom and adventure, was a powerful draw for many, even as it stood in stark contrast to the values of law and order. The point is, the Old West, for all its flaws, instilled in us a deep-seated belief in personal freedom and a responsibility to stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. This legacy of courage and conviction continues to inspire us today, reminding us of the importance of standing up for our principles and protecting our communities. It's a legacy that's woven into the fabric of our legal system and our national identity. The principles of justice, fairness, and personal responsibility that were forged in the crucible of the Old West continue to shape our society and our laws. So, the next time you hear about a case of injustice or see someone standing up for what they believe in, remember those dusty streets and those lone lawmen. Their spirit lives on in every act of bravery and every stand for justice, a testament to the enduring power of their legacy. The spirit of the Old West, the fight for justice and the belief in personal freedom, is alive and well, my friends. It's a part of who we are, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, we have the power to make a difference. Well, folks, we've reached the end of the trail for today. We've moseyed through history, tipped our hats to the cowboys and pioneers, and explored how the spirit of the Old West still shapes America today. From the clothes we wear to the movies we watch, from our work ethic to our sense of justice, the legacy of the Wild West is all around us. It's a reminder that even in our modern world, those core values of hard work, self-reliance, and a thirst for adventure still resonate. Thanks for riding along with us on this journey through the Old West. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tales from the Cowboy Chronicles. Until next time, happy trails.